And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved, the Mega Factory. Well, I've got the chromium and molybdenum run to the bus, so we are dead-ended right on the bus here, and now we need to figure out where we're going to make these blocks. So here's our imbued blocks, so somewhere over in this area, which right now is a little tight because of these power relays here, so I might have to go even further out to do this. This is going to be quite the process. So let's see how we're going to do this. There they are. So we have magnetic and chromed. And let's see. So if I just pick an arbitrary place here, it's going to be not optimal. So let's first bring our ingredients. So we're going to bring that one out. Bring that one out all the way down as far as we can. Okay, so just extending the bus, sending the bus down. So if I have, let's try to do this smart here. I want to line up. The first one is going to be molybdenum. And that's going to line up right in here-ish. So let's just pick a spot. And then now that I know which line I'm on, I can actually tweak it a little bit more. So maybe right here instead for the molybdenum to come up. So I want that to actually come up here, and we're going to use a small storage hopper. No, we're going to use a huge storage hopper since it's on the bus. And then up here I'll use a small storage hopper. So I don't need a whole lot stored. So I'll use a small one there. Now, I want to have this as remove only, obviously, and we're going to have the magnetic machine blocks on either side. Or can I do a kitty corner and then add... Or do I want to do it back here? Because then I'd be able to put the imbued blocks right there and share them between the two. And that would kind of work, I think. So let's get a tube to come up. And then another small storage hopper set to remove only. Now for the chrome, we're going to move out a little bit further and bring the chrome up the same way. Just like that. So I'm going to bring the moly in. Oh, did I just erase that? Are you kidding me? No, that's a huge storage hopper. I did not think the super build would erase that. So let's play it safe. Just like that. Can't believe super build destroyed that. Okay, so up here, I'm going to want another small storage hopper set to remove only. And now I want the chromed. Let's see, I'm going to try to keep the same pattern. So that's the empty one. So if I go this way and this way with it, basically the same pattern. I'm going to need a couple more of those small storage hoppers. I don't use very many of these. So we're just going to craft a handful. Oh, first I want to remove that. Bring that up and remove only. Now for the output, let's see. If I do an output here and here, so add only, add only, add only, and last but not least. Okay, so we've got now where the input and outputs are going to go. Now I just need to get those imbued blocks into the right spot. And so we're going to go to huge storage hopper, and I want to line that up right there. So it's lined up. I want another one right there. So that's lined up. Now, whoa, whoa, whoa. So there, and this I need to have pop out one more before I move them in. So there and there should be lined up. There we go. And finally, I'm going to, no, that was right. Come back here. Make sure those are imbued. They are. So now we actually have 2 going in there. I mean, I could double that up, but once those fill up, they'll start moving down here. I'll have to keep an eye on that to see if there's enough power going in. So, speaking of power, I want to first let's extend the light. And I'm extending the light basically because it's connected to the CPH. So because it's connected to the CPH, it should fire, it should keep this stuff loaded, or at least most of it. Okay, intensity and stuff is fine. Now for powering these are 50 power per second a piece. Now I could go crazy and put like a Mark III on top with a big battery. That might be overkill though. This is 100 power per second. How much do we get from an regular organic solar panel? I think it's 45. So if I do something like this, and I put organics on each one of these, so I'm going to need some, let's see, where am I going to go with this? I need some pristine light and heavy chitin. And finally, we're going to build ourselves some power gen here. So I've got plenty of solar panels. I need the organic solar panels, so I need 6 of these. And to take the chitin out of my inventory, I am just going to pristine light, pristine heavy. Get back up here. And let's see if we can't just toss these in here. I don't think I have anything blocking yet. Now, what are these? Yeah, 45. So that's 90 plus 45. That's 135, which is fine. So now we're getting the magnetic and chromed machine blocks. Excellent. I want to merge those in if I can. This is going to be a little tricky because we've got both chromed and moly right next to one another. So I might put this on this side. No, that wouldn't work either because the hopper or the pipe would go right through this one. So I think I'll just have to go on top for a couple blocks till I'm out of there. And let's see, I want to first set up, I don't want a 2000 slot hopper, I don't think. That's a little overkill. So this is magnetic machine block. And this one is as well. Okay, those are those two. And this one I'm going to come off of this side. There we go. Lots and lots of blocks. Now, if we look at like the particle filtration stuff, this is going to use a ton of these. So we're going to need just hundreds and hundreds of these in order to get the particle filtration up, because I need to get that freeze on in order to mine, in order to research the next level of drill heads, and that is going to take a ton of these things. So we're going to need to kind of store these up, because if we did the math on these, it's a lot. So this gives us 5, so we're going to need 15 clicks, which is 75 of each one of these in order to make just one particle filter. Just one of them. So that's going to be, we're going to need a lot, because then we need some for the compressor, and obviously we're going to need 3 clicks of these, so that's 30 and 45 of these, and we're going to need a storage, which is let's see, we got 9, that's 7 clicks of this, so that is 70 of those. And let's see, 30, 60, 90, quite a lot of those. And the bottler, again, is going to be, see, we get 9, 3 times 3. We're going to need 9 clicks of this. So, yeah, it's several hundred, even approaching 1,000 of each one of these. So I want to make sure that these are coming in rather fast, which is why I built 2 of these. I mean, they're pretty quick with their craft. 3 seconds or so. Yeah, about 3 seconds on each. So they craft pretty fast. But with the number that you use of them, it gets pretty extreme after a while. And these should be, these are going, actually these are not really keeping up a whole lot here. Used, so we're using quite a lot. Looks like they're keeping up pretty well. I'm glad I built 2 of those, because wow, it's using a lot. And so that really bumped up our power gen, because these are using these Mark V's. So you know, it looks like these are able to keep up just fine, which is nice. So I've got tons of power beaming in here. So how are we doing on supply? I'm debating whether or not to make these load any rather than load all, because they sit down here for a while. So we got about 1,000 left in each, and we're just over halfway full on those. So yeah, it's kind of painful waiting for all of this. This is the main reason why I did, you know, the recipe rebalance, because you can sit and, you know, wait and wait and wait for these things to actually catch up. So I want exactly 200 of each of these. So there's 200 there, there's 200 there. So keep an even number on me here so I can keep track. So there they are, 200 of each. And I have some more lenses probably over here. Yeah, I've got 20 more lenses. And how much chromium do I have? I have a little bit of chromium. So I would like to fill this up, but let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So there's 60 more lenses that this will process, and we got plenty of lenses to go. Plenty of lenses. So we're not going to run out of lenses anytime soon. And I have even more to process if I run out. But I doubt I will. That is rather unlikely that I'll run out. So we're already back up to... Wow, I don't know why the Chrome is lagged behind here. So let's look at that. So the machine blocks are fine and the Chrome is fine, so it's just timing, I guess. I think they're getting enough power. So yeah, they're getting plenty of power. We got full batteries, so it's able to pull all the power it wants. Just a little bit of a delay between the two. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna singe myself on my jet turbine blast there. So yeah, these are loading pretty fast. I mean, we're using them at a pretty good clip too, but they're actually making, you know, 2 every few seconds, which goes pretty fast. We got lots of slimes now up on the surface, which is nice. Yeah, it just seems like, you know, it takes a little while for the slimes to start spawning, and the ones down in the basement, the ones down in cold caverns to quit spawning and maybe despawn. But I do want to... I added a little flare to the outside of this. I want to design this. I want to kind of bring this up and kind of bring it right over into the CPH. So let's see if we have enough time to show you what I want to do here. So let's take this down. Okay, so if I want to go, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to go in, and then go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go in and go 1, 2, and then 1. Then I want to go 1. Oh, 2 that way. So you got you have a 5, 3, 2, 1, and then 2 out, and I'm going to go 3 out. So I want 1. I'm just going to stand on the CPH if I can. And then 1, 2, 3. No. No. Lord, why is this so tough? 1 right there. There we go. and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get kind of an arc, and I'm going to go one more up and then straight in, and that should be enough to get in. Because I'm going to do a little bit of a, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll probably do 7. So that's a nice even, I should say odd, but it's even numbered. So 1, 2, 3. Really? Oh, so painful. There we go. So I want this to have a little design on the top, and I got rid of, oh wow, CPH obliterated the blocks above, so that's kind of cool. And then so I'm just going to drag, I'm just going to take this same pattern and pull it up, so you'll have a little ridge on the outside, and then you'll have the same pattern going into the outsides all the way up to the top on each branch, on each line here. So that will be kind of what it looks like on the outside. It's a nice little ridge going in and up. So that is the design I was thinking about for that. I will get a little bit more of that done here, and next time we come in, we'll have a little bit more to show, and as well as I'll be picking up periodically more of these machine blocks. So that will do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.